What does a co-living house look like? First of all, co-living houses are in neighborhoods. Decent, nice neighborhoods. A neighborhood like I would have grown up in when I was young with my family. A non-HOA neighborhood, just for full clarity on this conversation. The best co-living houses or shared houses that I've found also, they are large. You know, the best ones that I have are over 2,000 square feet. So they look large. A lot of times in North Carolina, depending on where you live, that could mean that you have a walkout basement. That could mean you have a basement in general. Could mean you have at least 2 stories and then a basement. So, you know, the more, it could mean you have a room above a garage, right? Like anything that expands square feet, that's what I'm looking for, right? Because I want people to comfortably live in these places. And in order to do that, you gotta kind of spread out. The best co-living houses that I found also have multiple entrances. So if I'm looking at a house and I have one house that's almost exactly the same as the other one, but one has multiple entrances, like a back door and a side door versus just a front door, I'm gonna go with the one with multiple entrances because people like that privacy. And again, it just kind of allows them to spread out a little bit more. A shared house situation, a communal living situation is clean. So when you walk in, that common area is clean and it should be furnished by the landlord. And furnished nicely, furnished so that people can work there, furnished so that people can sit down and have a coffee with their housemate, or, you know, furnished to the point where they can make anything they want in the kitchen and bake and cook if they want to, which surprisingly, not a lot of people do these days. You'd be surprised. I'm like, why don't our people use the kitchen more? But people are eating out, especially millennials, right? Which is a big part of who lives in co-living spaces is, you know, they're eating out, they're Uber Eats or something like that. So those are a few things that come to my mind when someone asks me, what does a co-living house actually look like? It's in a good neighborhood. Oh, it's safe, right? This is not a home that's in an area of town that you wouldn't want to be in. No, this is in an area where you can drive and it's comfortable because that's what you need to provide for your tenants, right? Those are the rooms that are going to rent the best. And it's quiet. So you're vetting your tenants well so that you're creating one of the coolest things about shared living is just that. It's the shared aspect of it. And I always get a kick out of people who think this concept is so old or even so new, but the truth is it's been around for a long time, but now it's being done in a professional way. That's what's different about this than it was. I'll never forget, I was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was scrolling through some of the comments on my Facebook ad that I put out for one of the challenges I was doing. And people were like, this isn't new, you're acting like this is the newest thing ever, and this has been around for thousands of years. And of course it has. But what's different about it is that investors, professional millionaire investors, big money is starting to come in. And whenever that happens, sure, there can be an opportunity for people to get greedy and make it all about business. But for me, I'm excited. I lived in co-living properties for 12 years myself. It helped me save money, helped me save up enough money to buy a house, and then I bought another one. I was saving so much money on rent. I was living for free at one point. Imagine that. Imagine you having 0 costs for living because you're maybe house hacking your house or you're renting something really cheap out of a co-living place, right? And so it's cool to see this money coming in because we're getting to do co-living in a professional system, clean, right? Looks clean, it's quiet, and it's safe. A co-living house looks clean. You know, the best co-living landlords that I know, they pay to professionally clean their places. It's safe, meaning it's got cameras on the outside, right? It's got locks on all the doors, keyless entry locks that can be changed often when somebody moves in or out, and it's in a really safe place. So it's also well landscaped. Right? One of our rules is that a co-living house should look just as good, if not better, than every single other house in that neighborhood, right? So if we can provide that, then you're not looking at a dungy, broken down, cram as many people into a home as possible. No, you're looking at something that an investor put up, that there was some money invested in it. There probably was a bathroom or 2 added to this property, right? So that's a little bit about what a co-living property looks like.